According to Variety, actor Will Smith has signed on to star in the upcoming untitled Ridley Scott film about NFL concussions. Based on Jeanne Marie Laskas' 2009 GQ article, Game Brain, the film will provide a narrative that explores the long-term effects of concussions among professional football players. Smith will play Dr. Bennett Amalu, a real-world forensic neuropathologist whose research has helped bring attention to the issue. Alicia, does this sound like Alicia? I'm changing your name. Does this sound like a good fit for Will Smith?
I think it's a really interesting choice because if you look at Will Smith's career, he's done action, he's done sci-fi, he's done drama, but apart from 6 Degrees of Separation, he hasn't really done anything too controversial. And then from reading up on this issue, it sounds like something that the NFL doesn't want to confront, and they tried to discredit this guy. So having someone like Will Smith involved could shine a light on an issue that needs to happen. It also could be a bit of a risk for him, and I like that. Plus the fact that it's going to be directed by Peter Landsman, who has an investigative journalist background. He was in Afghanistan, he did Parkland, so I think he could bring a really uncompromising vision to this movie.
Schnepp?
I think it's a good choice for Will Smith. It'll get him back into a meaty role, like a real role, and not like he's been kind of like on the outer surface of taking these kind of jokey roles almost. So I think this is a good choice for him to get into doing a real serious role. Could be, you know, a great performance from him dealing with a serious issue. Like NFL players, of course they don't want to talk about it because that's, you know, it's a bad thing to get a concussion that'll cause you brain damage, you know. And if that's happening, I think it's important that everyone knows about it.
Hey, Rose?
Yeah, I'm going to buy it as well, especially following the news of him dropping out of Brilliance. So I find that interesting that this is this topic that, you know, is resurfaced, and Focus and all these other films that he's working on. I mean, he definitely needs to win the audience back right now.
Right.
And I think he's a phenomenal actor. I don't think that's ever changed. And this does seem like a departure from all his other work. And it just also seems like kind of an odd marriage, which is why I like it, that Ridley, you know, Scott is shepherding this and Will Smith joining it. It just seems kind of odd. And those are the films I like. And we all know I'm a sports buff, and NFL especially. Go Niners. So, yeah, I think it sounds interesting.
What was that one film Smith did not too long ago? Was it 7 pounds?
Yes.
7 pounds or 6 pounds or 9 pounds or whatever. Like that.
Some number pounds.
That was a really interesting film for me in the sense that I didn't end up loving it, but it was like right on the cusp of being something, I mean, something really brilliant.
Yeah.
And so it just didn't quite click there for me. But it was one of those types of films that I could see serving Will Smith really well right now. This is a very hot topic in the NFL. Now, there was just a big settlement for like $700 million for 4,000 players or whatever that brought this big class action suit against the NFL for like the long-term damage, because back in the day they just used to call it getting your bell rung.
Yeah.
You know, guys would have their heads slammed like a freight truck hitting it.
So scary.
And they wouldn't know who they are, they couldn't see colors anymore all of a sudden, and the doctors would just throw them back in the game saying you just got your bell rung. It was in an age and a time when, you know, they didn't really understand concussions and what was happening and all that kind of stuff. And when you read some of the human stories involved, including the big Chicago Bear quarterback McMahon, like Jim McMahon, like his life's a mess right now.
Yeah.
He's going through some really hard stuff as a result of this. So this is very timely. The big question I have right now is, with Ridley Scott producing it, the question a lot of people are asking is, will he direct it?
Yeah.
Because he's been dropping some hints that maybe, just maybe, he'll direct it.
That would be a good move for him right now as well. After The Counselor, after Prometheus, both with pretty mixed to negative reviews.
Yeah, I wasn't big on Prometheus.
I wasn't either. It was disappointing. But
and everybody keeps talking about, well, they'll say to me, well, John, Ridley can't do it because he's going to have Prometheus 2, he's going to have the next Blade Runner. I still don't believe those movies are going to happen.
Oh, the optimism's out the window.
Well, no, it's not about optimism. I just don't really see them as much as they progress it. I don't see them doing another Blade Runner film. I don't see them doing another Prometheus. I think this would be a really good vehicle for Ridley Scott to do. And working with an actor like Will Smith and then have Smith work with a director like Ridley Scott, I think it would be absolutely fantastic.
Me too.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.